Hi guys, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the Divine Feminine. This is a pick a card timeless reading. So at any time on your journey, you can come back, maybe pick a different crystal, maybe even perhaps the same crystal if you wish, and get some divine guidance from the universe in regards to a particular situation or a particular issue that you may be struggling with. Above is a link to a reading that I did do for the Divine Masculine as well. And I just want to let you guys know it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. If you identify with the masculine or the feminine, these readings are for you, okay? Or maybe perhaps you even have a good balance of both the masculine and the feminine energy, and you may want to watch both. However, I do call the masculine he, and I do refer to the feminine as she. This is just the way I read it. There's no offense to be, made or taken in any way. But again, I do suggest even perhaps watching the other video as well for the Divine Masculine. So what we're going to be, also too, if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can reach me at any of the contact information below. It's all in the description box. You can contact me through Facebook or Oracle Intuition or Instagram at Oracle Intuitions, or my website at oracleintuitions.com. What we're going to be looking into today is, first of all, we're going to start off with the possible struggle or the current issue of the situation. And the cards that we're going to be using for that are the Threads of Fate Oracle, and this is by Blair Porter and Britt June. We're going to be clarifying with the Heaven and Earth Tarot by Jack Sephiroth and Jamie Elford. We're then going to be looking into the lesson of the struggle or the lesson of the issue. Why is this issue coming up? What is the lesson that you're supposed to be learning from this? And we're going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, as well as the Magic of You by Fiona Horn. These are Oracle cards, absolutely beautiful. We're then going to be looking at how to heal from this lesson. What is the healing that needs to go into this lesson? We're going to be using the Heal Yourself reading cards, as well as the Victoria Francis Oracle cards. And lastly, we're going to be getting a message from the universe, from our spirit guides, from our angels, and we're going to be using the Angels of the Atlantic Oracle cards. And to close up the reading and for clarification, we're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Also, if whether you're new to the channel or whether you've been here before, we do a live reading, a live show every Tuesday at 2:00 p.m. Mountain Time. This is going to be right on the channel. I'm going to be with my co-host Brandon Hauser, as well as our beautiful moderator Michelle. This is a very interactive show. So we not only do mini readings, but we have a lot of chat. We have a lot of fun on the show, and we hope you can, join us. We really have a good time. Our little community is building, and we absolutely love the people that, come on and interact with us during the show. So have an amazing day and many blessings. Oh, I forgot to mention, all of the timelines are down below in the description box. I don't know if I actually already said that, but all you have to do is just click on, that particular crystal and go right to your reading. Okay? Have an amazing day, guys. Many blessings and take care. Okay, feminines, for those of you that chose the purple amethyst, this reading is going to be for you. So first, we're going to be looking into the current situation. What could be the possible struggle or the current issue that is happening now. We're going to be looking into also what the lessons are, as well as healing and messages from your spirit guides or from your angels. All right. So let's see, what is the possible struggle or the current issue that is happening for the feminines that chose the amethyst crystal at this time. And I feel like one more. All right, let's see what is going on. We have Ask the Body. Ooh, okay. We have the Sovereign. Beautiful energy. And we have the Outlaw. All right. This might have to do with boundaries. All right. I do feel that for some of you, this might have to do with boundaries within ourselves, maybe perhaps boundaries that we're allowing others to cross. Maybe perhaps it's about something. I just keep feeling this may have to do with boundaries in some way. For some of you, it may feel bold and brazen to allow somebody to cross a boundary. But what I'm getting here is to ask your body, how are you really feeling about it? Sometimes, it feels like we can get caught into a situation where we may feel like something is sort of exciting or something is in a place where if I allow somebody to do this, it makes me feel a little bit brave. It makes me feel, bold, or maybe perhaps, that outlaw energy. Like, I know it's wrong, but, maybe this will bring somebody closer to me. So let's get some clarification. What I'm getting here is about ask the body. Is this, the question is this really feeling good to you? Okay. Are these boundaries really feeling like they're bringing you to a place of divine within yourself? This is what I'm getting. So let's get the clarification. Let's see what's coming through. Look at that Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. So again, I feel like for some of you, you may be allowing yourself or somebody else to cross some boundaries. This may even have to do, this might have to do with, I'm just going to give examples, maybe sexting, maybe sending pictures, maybe, allowing somebody some sort of intimate act that really isn't feeling that good to you. Why are we doing it? Well, because we may be feeling left out in the cold. We have this Five of Pentacles coming through, or this Five of Cups, I should say. I'm so sorry. I meant Five of Cups. So what this can actually do is sometimes we're looking at, we're in this place where we're feeling like, maybe I need to do this. My partner's asking me to do this. My boss is asking me to do this. Maybe this is doing a job that you don't particularly want to do anymore. Whatever it is, how are you feeling internally? And it's asking you to ask your body at this time, how does this really feel? Sometimes our mind and our body can play tricks on us, okay? Our body might be going, I'm not really liking this. This doesn't feel good to me. But our mind is like, yeah, but you know what? I'm being brave. I'm being this outlaw. I'm being, whatever it is. I feel like maybe this person will cherish me, if I go ahead and do this. But I feel like you're being told here with this Five of Cups is that it's not really feeling as good. It's not bringing you to this place of happiness that you thought maybe it would be. Maybe, somewhere along the line, it got a little bit too far or a little bit too carried away. And now you're in this place of, well, I thought if I could do this, I thought if I did this for my partner, that they would love me. They would give me this unconditional love. Maybe, I thought that this would create a relationship in some way. And you may have this feeling of looking at it and going, I really should have listened to my intuition. I should have listened, to my body. My body was saying, I didn't like this. Or maybe your body is saying, you don't like this. And this is that validation coming through here that they're asking you to, let these Three of Cups go. You know what? It is what it was. All right. You did what you did, or perhaps you're doing what you're doing, but it's time to now let it go. Time to start listening to other aspects. Time to start listening to your intuition. We can't change the past. And this really what is the Five of Cups is about. We can't change the past. But what we can do is look at the happiness of listening to ourselves now, listening to our intuition, listening to our heart now, in order to bring about that Two of Cups. What else do we have here? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Time to start the healing, okay? And it's interesting because we have the Sovereign, but we've also got this Queen of Pentacles. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is so much about respect, right? She respects herself. She respects her environment. She does a lot of healing. She understands, like, not everybody is perfect. We all do things that, we screw up. We all do things that we're not proud of, but we allow that healing to come through. And it, I find it, we have the Sovereign with that crown. What does she have? That crown. Time to look at yourself as that queen again. You know, time to take that self-respect back, whether this is within a current situation or a past situation, or it could even be talking about a future energy coming through here. So take all of this as it resonates with you. But this is what I'm getting, is it's time to start respecting the body, time to start respecting your mind, time to lay these boundaries down. What do we have with the outlaw? Yeah, the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you did have choices, okay? Or maybe choices have been presented to you. Here's the thing though, is that sometimes people will come through with a choice. It's like you either do what I say, or you have that energy of doing what I say. Like they might be bringing in, what I'm trying to say is they might be bringing in this energy of, or you might feel like if you don't do as they say, that, you know, somebody might walk away, or they might leave the relationship, or they may, you know, whatever it is, maybe they'll find somebody that will do, you know, what it is that they want. Okay. And again, this can apply to any aspect within your life. It doesn't need to be, you know, romantic. It can be work, it can be friends, it can be family, whatever it is, however this is relating to you. Basically, what I feel that Spirit is asking you to do right now is to stand up for your boundaries, to really take a look at your core self. All right. How do you become that queen again? How do you become that queen within yourself? And this is what they're asking you. I really feel that they're asking you to let go of that energy, whether you're hanging on to a sense of guilt about it, or maybe perhaps you're just coming into the realization that this is not something that I want. It doesn't mean to sit there and beat yourself up about the fact that you did what you did, or that you may have drawn in that energy in some way, whether this is through another person or again, maybe perhaps just a situation. What they are saying is take that lesson, move it to the side, and move forward. All right, so this is just the opening energy. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Maybe perhaps they're going to talk about the lessons. Why did we need to learn these lessons? What is it? What is the energy that is coming through with this? All right. What is the lesson of this struggle? What is the lesson of this boundary? Why did we need to learn this lesson? Or why did we need to go through this particular situation? And for some of you that aren't going through this situation, this could be a future energy that is coming through that Spirit is giving you a heads up about and saying, look at, you know what? There's this future energy that's coming. And what we want you to do is to remember this, to respect yourself, respect your boundaries, respect the things that are important to you at this time. If somebody's not respecting your boundaries, they're not worth having within your environment, right? Never ending story. So this could be something that you've repeated a few times, all right? And maybe now you're just looking at this and going, why did I do this? Why did I do this? This seems to be a never-ending story. This even could have to do with, you know, again, it may not have to do with boundaries on a physical sense or an intimate sense of some sort. This could be a pattern that maybe you've been repeating, all right? Am I always dating this type of person? Or am I allowing people to, you know, walk over me within, you know, again, friends, family, however it is. Maybe perhaps you just seem to be going in circles in some way. It's like, you know, you relieve yourself of one energy and another one comes through. Are you dating people that are not emotionally available to you? Are you dating people that aren't physically available to you? Are you dating people that, you know, bring in a particular energy all the time? Or is this a work situation? Again, however it relates to you at this moment. Not for you. Yeah, not for you. This never-ending story is not for you. It's time to move past it. I do feel that this could be in regards to, for some of you, it's not going to relate for all of you, but it could have to do with a particular person that if they are bringing through this energy that is not respecting your boundaries in some way, they are not for you. Time to let it go, no matter what you do. You know what? Here's the thing. No matter how many pictures we send somebody, no matter how many times that, you know, we get into a situation that we think is going to be, you know, this, it's the same energy, maybe in a different form, right? It could be, you know, several people that, you know, have a place of alcoholism or gambling, or again, maybe some sort of addiction, or, again, the sexting, intimacy issues, whatever it is. If this is a person within your life right now, they're saying that's not for you. It's time to move forward. Stop making it a never-ending story. You don't need to keep repeating this cycle. It's time to move past that. Poised. Yep. Time to be poised. Poised within yourself. Have the respect. Poised is a very respectful card, right? This is a person who's feeling very good within themselves. They're feeling poised within themselves. Their energy is strong and resilient. Look at, like, you've got that like gold star. They've done the work. They've moved past this. And so the energy, the lesson behind this is what I'm feeling is Spirit is asking you to let go of an energy that is not bringing in that respect for yourself, or that, to let go of people that are not giving you that respect, people that are crossing those boundaries in some way. All right. And again, take it as it all resonates with you. All right. Only you know your story. Not everybody's story is going to be the same. It's going to be different for each person. But if you chose this, they are asking you to look into something that has to do with this. So let's get some clarification and see what is coming up. Yeah, oblivion. Open your arms. Open your arms to something new. Open your arms. Allow your, what? The first word I actually heard with this was a hug. It's like, give yourself a hug. Give yourself, maybe perhaps, open your arms to something new. End that story. Allow new energy to come through. But maybe also give yourself a hug. If you look at her, she actually does look like she's hugging herself. It's time to forgive yourself for past energy, or even perhaps even some current energy that's, that's kicking around, right? That not for you card. Maybe you have to give yourself a hug at the fact that you're going to let somebody go. Is it going to be hard? Yes, it's going to be, especially if this is a pattern that you've been repeating over and over and over again. It's hard to move past that. But Spirit is really asking that of you for this time. We have panacea. There is a solution for every problem. What is the solution? Is recognizing that this is not an energy that is for you, not for you. There is a solution. How do we do it? We let it go. Okay? But first, I do feel that we have to do some self-forgiving. All right? A lot of times we'll blame ourselves for the actions of others, or for an energy that others bring toward us. Maybe for whatever reason we weren't strong, or we didn't have the confidence at that time. They're asking you to forgive yourself first. All right? What do we have coming through? Tangibility. Make your dreams real. So if you were trying to, let's say, as an example, create the energy of a relationship by doing things that crossed your boundaries, it's time to let that go, because Spirit is asking you to make your dreams real of what it is that you're truly wanting. So look for somebody who is going to bring that respect to you. Look for somebody who isn't dealing with those past addictions, or maybe these are even your own addictions. I don't know. Again, everybody's story is going to be different. How do we make our own dreams come true? By being poised, right? Having that self-respect for ourselves, having that energy and that strength to move forward, to let go of things that are not for us, right? There is a solution. And what is that solution? It's letting go of the past. Maybe perhaps you do need to give yourself a hug, but end this story. End this story and move forward again. So let's look at, how do we do this? How do we do the healing that is necessary? How do we do that healing? What is it that we need to let go of? All right. What messages does Spirit have for us in regards to our own personal healing at this time? Let's see. Let's see what is coming through. How do we do the healing? What is it that we need to release or maybe embrace at this moment? Okay. Yeah, sadness. Release the sadness. Remember, we had that Five of Cups energy already come through. Time to release that sadness. Does it make us sad? Absolutely. Go through the feelings. Release them. Allow that forgiveness to come through. I really feel that that is a very strong energy of that forgiveness. When we allow ourselves to forgive, we're also releasing the sadness of the situation. Take off your mask. Time to be your authentic self. Be that poised. All right? That poised person. That person that's ready to make their dreams come true. We don't need to stay in the spotlight of somebody else's issues or addictions, or we don't need to be in a place where we're, bowing down to somebody's demands. It's time to take off that mask. Be you, be authentic with yourself. Take some time, release the sadness, and discover who you authentically are. And I cannot make this up, guys. Self-love. Time for that self-love to come through. We need to love ourselves. It's interesting because this actually came through for the masculine with the Amethyst card as well. But so you may even want to watch, that particular video, and the link will be above, or the link is, down below, I should say. It's on my channel here. But, it's time to love yourself. Be who you are supposed to be. Take off that mask. Be genuine. Be authentic. If somebody is crossing a boundary, all right, or if somebody is placing some sort of I want to say like restriction on you, or if they're asking you to do something that is not bringing you a sense of happiness, it's time to let this go. It's time to move past that, take off that mask. Maybe you have to tell somebody to F right off. Maybe you got to tell them, look, I am done with this crap. I'm moving forward. You're no longer going to be bringing this energy to me. But here's the thing, whatever it is time to get into this energy. Okay? Love ourselves. And how do we love ourselves? By also forgiving ourselves. Release that sadness. Move into the energy of forgiveness. Right? All right. So we've got the two. I do have to look these cards up because I don't quite understand. I don't know this particular deck completely. But we've got the number 2, we've got the number 33, and we have the number 23. So let's take a look and see what clarification is coming through. So for number 2, what does it talk about? The gentle dance, love, embrace, and connection. And it talks about relationships may appear perfect to the outside world, but something deeper is going on right now. There may be a feeling of mistrust or a gut feeling that something is not quite right. If you were thinking about a past relationship, you cannot make this up, guys. You must release or deal with the issues in order to move on and let go. Don't put past relationships on a pedestal. It was funny because we actually had that poised. Okay, now she's putting herself on the pedestal with her self-love rather than that relationship, okay? Release that relationship. Remember, we also had the, not for you card. This is what it's talking about. If you are having issues with a current partner, then it's time to be honest, and seek the answers as to why you are not content. Take off that bloody mask, okay? Don't keep hiding behind it. Don't allow yourself that never-ending story. It is most likely the problems are not as great as you may feel and can be resolved. If you're looking for love, it may be closer than you realize. You may see a friend or acquaintance in a different light, as it's only lack of confidence on both sides, which is stopping a union. So again, take what resonates, from the energy of this card. But what I'm basically getting here is to release the sadness of past relationships. Allow yourself to forgive. Allow yourself to move forward. Take off this mask. So what do we have for number 33? Let's see what's coming through for 33. And it talks about the second journey. I literally cannot make this up, guys. Look at boundaries. This is exactly what I've been feeling. Boundaries, independence, and bravery. And it says, do you feel sometimes that everyone takes a piece of you and you end up carrying the burden of others? Remember, never-ending story, right? It can be a lonely place catering for others' needs, but it is a time to put yourself first. It is often harder than it sounds to be your own priority, but it is time to put boundaries in place and learn to say no. Literally, I cannot make this up, guys. This is what Spirit wants you to know. It's time to start saying no. There may be a particular person who places demands upon you, and it will require a certain amount of diplomacy in order to take a step back. If there is a lack of respect for who you are and how much you do, this needs to change. Start to make small steps forward in creating the life you want, not what you expect, not what others expect for you. You are independent yet kind and sensitive. You can control your destiny, but you need to be brave and start making plans. How do you do that? By taking off the freaking mask. Okay? Set your boundaries. I literally, I just said, I cannot make this up. This is exactly what I feel like this is all about. We have the self-love, and we have number 23. So let's see what's coming in with 23. Surrendering to the magic, awareness, and creating harmony. There is so much wisdom and psychic potential within you, but you are not listening to what your heart is telling you. You only have to tap into it to awaken these primal senses. Your inability to not to trust your instincts is leading you down a path which feels uncertain. You are feeling frustrated as things do not seem to be working out in your favor, and quite understandably, as you are feeling demoralized. Again, boundaries. You must learn to trust. Do not hide your potential. Bring out to the world and shine your light without taking off our mask. You will be amazed at how quickly life can turn around for the better when your heart and soul are in harmony. How do we do this? By creating freaking self-love for ourselves, putting up those boundaries. As soon as we start putting up those boundaries, we are showing the universe that we love ourselves more. All right? We love ourselves. We're putting up a boundary. We're saying no. We're taking off the mask, showing the world exactly who it is, or maybe a particular person, and saying no more. No more. I will not do these things that make me feel sad. I'm not going to do these things that are taking away my own personal self-respect anymore. Okay? Very, very, very clear message coming in from the universe today for those of you that chose that purple amethyst. Okay? So these are very, very clear messages. It's time to move forward. So let's get some closing messages from your guides and from your angels, and let's see what they have to say. I feel, guys, like, the hard part is letting go, right? Because we put a lot of self-blame onto our past actions, and we have to let that go. We have to release them. Here's the bottom line. Everybody does stupid things. Everybody. You know, what may feel like something is stupid to you, maybe, not so stupid to somebody else. But here's the thing. You follow your own intuition. What do you feel will bring you that sense of self-love? And when we have that sense of self-love, we're letting go and we're cutting that never-ending story. We're allowing a new story to begin, one that is going to be fulfilling, one that is going to be, full of unconditional love, not only for ourselves, but possibly from others as well, because we've set up those boundaries. So what does Spirit wants you to know? Inspiration by Gabrielle. We have Benediction by, again, Gabrielle. And we have Trust. Okay, so Benediction is really like putting a lot of trust into the universe at this time. And then we also have the energy of trust. Trust yourself. Okay, be inspired by yourself. Be inspired by by letting go and moving forward. Look forward to the forgiveness that you're about to be giving to yourself. Or be excited about letting go of the future energy. Sorry, somebody was calling. Be excited, be inspired. Be inspired by taking off your mask and showing people who you truly are. Have that trust that the universe has your back, and they're going to be guiding you forward in the future. So we're going to get some clarification and see what is coming through. Just a second. Hang on. All right. Apparently I'm not having any luck shuffling these right now. There we go. All right. Clarification for the feminine who chose the Amethyst crystal. Let's see what clarification they have for us at this time. All right. Yeah. Page of Cups. I really feel like this is the beginning of inspiring yourself for that new energy. You know, a Page of Cups is all about the beginning of new emotions towards yourself. Maybe perhaps through that process, you'll be bringing in a new emotion towards somebody else, or somebody will be bringing a new emotion towards you. But it's feeling inspired. Be inspired by this new path forward. When you take off that mask and allow yourself to follow your own instincts, your own guidance, all right? This is where this new energy really begins to emerge. Look forward to the future with that Three of Wands. You can see the future, coming forward. All right. This is somebody who knows this future is coming forward. Allow yourself to go through the steps of healing, the forgiveness. Allow yourself that those images of what it is that you truly want to draw into your environment at this time. We also have, look at this, the Nine of Pentacles. Cannot make this up. Trust yourself. You know, here's the thing. Again, I do feel that for some of you, and this isn't going to relate to everybody, but the reason that we lower our boundaries is because we are scared of being an individual. Okay, we may put up a mask because we're scared of showing who we are. Now, again, this could have to do with work. It could have to do with a partner, whatever it is. When that Nine of Pentacles comes through, this talks about individual wealth, and it doesn't need to be material wealth. This is wealth within ourselves. This is a person. This is a person or a woman, even more specifically, who she looks at somebody and she says, I don't need you. I want you. But because I want you, you're going to have to live up to my standards as well. I'm being authentic. She's authentic within herself. She's vulnerable, within her own emotions. She's allowing her own emotions to come through. When we mask our vulnerability, we're not allowing our true and genuine authentic self. This is what I keep getting. This Nine of Pentacles, she's got boundaries, man, right? It doesn't mean that she's a witch or anything like that. She just knows. Like if somebody was to say to her, hey, do this, and it's against her moral code, she's not going to back down. She's not going to say, yeah, okay, here, I think that I'm going to get into a relationship if I send this picture, or if I do this particular act, or if I do this particular thing. She's going to look at that and go, that's not within my moral code, dude. So see ya, right? This is what that Nine of Pentacles represents. The universe is asking you to trust them at this time to help guide you through this. You may have to go into yourself for a while. You may have to, go into a state of that hermit mode a little bit to really find that inspiration, to find where it is that you really truly want to be. Again, let go of the sadness, let go of past hurts, allow yourself to forgive, allow yourself to look forward to that future that you're going to be inspired to create. All right. So I truly hope that this has helped. And guys, don't forget to tune in on Sunday at 2:00 p.m. Mountain Time for the live show. We do mini readings. We have, chat. It's a very interactive show. We always have such a good time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click like. Please share the video and have an amazing week. Take care. All right. So for those of you feminines that chose the orange crystalline, this is going to be your reading. We're going to start off with what is the current possible situation or issue that you're struggling with at this moment. Okay, so what is going on currently? What is it that Spirit wants to talk about within you or your environment at this time? All right, let's get a couple more shuffles here. What's going on in the environment of the feminines that chose the orange crystalline? First card coming through. Get curious. This is really interesting because this is actually the first card that came in with the for the masculine as well. All right. Second card coming through, the void. Interesting energy. And the third card coming through is the sage. All right, here's the thing, feminines. This is what I'm getting. You may be very curious about a particular situation. All right, maybe your curiosity, and the first thing I'm actually hearing and getting is that for some of you, this might be that you're checking social media, that you're, in a place where you may be obsessed with some sort of issue or struggle within your life. This could have to do with your masculine. It could have to do with a potential masculine. Maybe this is, just some sort of energy in regards to your life. But it feels that for some of you, you may be in this energy of, like I said, checking social media, or, for some of you, it even could be tarot readings. Maybe this is the tarot reading that you need in order to maybe stop looking at other tarot readings, right? But what I'm getting is that there is an issue. Something is going on within your mind. It feels like there's a lot of overthinking. There feels as though it's more on a physical sense, like that you're doing things on a more physical sense, or that your brain is like really overactive at this moment. What the spirit is asking of you at this time is to go into the energy of your intuition, to allow yourself to go into the void. You might be in a place where you're trying to figure out the answer, or trying to, discover what's at the end of the road of this, or do I take this, or do I do this? And spirit is saying to you, you know what? It is time to use your intuition. It is time to maybe possibly sit in meditation. Maybe it's time to just allow yourself to detach from the situation at this particular time in order for you to allow, in order to allow yourself to heal the situation. But also is when we're in a place that we're, seeking answers from anywhere outside of ourselves, we're not allowing the energy of what it is that we need to come in. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't watch tarot readings or that you can't ask advice of people. But what I'm getting is a very curious, like it's almost as though your mind is really going. Are they doing this? Are they doing that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Where are they now? What am I supposed to be doing? Whatever it is that, you're trying to, or you're struggling with at this moment that's making your brain super overactive. Spirit is asking you to go into the void. It's time to take a step back and allow your true intuition to come through at this moment. All right, so let's get some clarification and let's see what is coming in. And it very well may be. The interesting thing is that, like I said, that card actually came up for the masculine with this same crystal, with this orange, yellow, crystalline. You may want to watch the Divine Masculine's video with this as well. All right. If you're in a place of curiosity, or if you're in a place, like I said, overactive, your mind is going, you don't know how to solve something, or you're looking for the answers of something, maybe you want to watch that video as well. And maybe that will help you get some clarification. All right. It also could be because the Divine Masculine had a very interesting message about coming forward and speaking their truth. All right. So maybe for some of you, if you're curious about a particular situation, this could be some sort of validation, especially if it has to do with that Divine Masculine, that maybe perhaps they will be speaking the truth. And that might be very much what you're curious about. All right. So I'm just going to put that out there. It's not going to be for everybody, but I do feel that it may be a message for some. Yeah, look at this. I can't make this up, guys. Illusionary success. So there's many cups here. This is the 7 of Cups energy. When this comes through, we're trying to choose something. It's like, should I do this? Should I do that? Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? It's like our mind is so full. Our mind is so full of possibilities, or looking or seeking answers. And this card is actually very much that get curious card. It's that card of, should this happen? Will this happen? What do I do? What's the next step? Whatever, your mind is playing off at this particular moment. I literally cannot make this up. I okay, what did I say? We have to follow our intuition. Maybe it's time to use our intuition, go into ourselves. We have the sage and we have the high priestess. All right, guys? Like, honestly, this is exactly what Spirit is asking of you at this moment. Go into yourself. Try to shut off the mind. Try to, whether it's meditation, listen to guided meditations. Maybe it's just, time to try to, just detach is what I'm really getting. Detach and follow your intuition. This high priestess is very much that sage. This is the sage. In the tarot, right? This card is the sage. This is somebody who's wise, who follows their intuition, who listens to the insight that's coming from within themselves rather than paying attention to everything that's external, or even trying to, like I said, check on social media, or, ask a bunch of people questions, or, maybe going to, several different psychics or whatever it is, or maybe going to our friends. We're getting other people's advice rather than listening to ourselves. What's the last card coming through? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is beautiful energy, individual. All right. Individual, again, going into yourself. This is somebody who is very successful. I feel like for some of you, this may be even that, card that's coming through here. It talks about individual, like, success. Okay. So this is really somebody who is in a place within themselves who's like, I don't need you. I want you. I don't need you to, be in my life. I don't need this. I don't need that. I've created my own individual wealth in some way, whether it's physical, material, mental, emotional. I've created my own wealth. I have I've used my intuition. I followed my gut. I knew the next steps. All right. And this is really what it's talking about. It's time to just really go into that strength of yourself and create what it is that you want to create on your own. Okay. And it does say material success. Now, this could have to do with jobs for some of you, right? Am I going on the right career? Am I going the right path? All of this. It's time to just, shut off the mind and allow your intuition to follow you, or to guide you to that next step. This is really what I'm getting. Even if it's not career, this could have to do with relationships, whatever it is. But there's too much activity that's going on instead of following just yourself, following your own gut instincts, following your own intuition, following your inner sense at this moment. All right. I feel like for some of you, you already know the answer, but you're seeking some sort of validation. You're not trusting yourself in some way. And this is what Spirit is asking of you, to trust yourself. So let's get the next one we're looking into is, what is the lesson of the struggle? Why is this struggle coming through? What is the lesson that, that is behind it? All right. I actually just messed up something. Just a second. These are not the clarification cards that I want to use with this particular deck. Just give me 1 second, guys, because I'm just trying to find them. Here they are. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. This is what I wanted to do. All right. Okay, sorry about that. All right, let's get, what are the lessons of this particular struggle? Why are we learning these lessons at the moment? Why is this struggle coming through? Why, what is it that our spirit guides want us to know at this moment? All right. Lessons for the divine masculine. What are the lessons? Building blocks. Again, this is another card that literally came through for the divine masculine within, for those of them that chose this yellow crystalline, this building blocks. Not for you. And we have imagine. Okay, here's the thing, guys. So I do feel like I'm going to, we're going to need to do some clarification in here. But what I'm getting, when we have these building blocks, I feel again that you need to use your intuition as to what a lot of times people will say, well, how do I do that? How do I discover what is going to be good for me? How do I discover what it is that I need to hear? All right. And what I'm getting here is it's not for you to sit there in a place of worry or stress or, again, over imagination, overthinking, being overwhelmed. That's not for you. Spirit is asking you right now to use those building blocks to create what it is that you want to imagine. What are your dreams? What is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to come through? So instead of sitting there in this place of worry again of, will he, won't he, should I, shouldn't I, whatever, over and over and over again, right? And checking exterior sources, they're saying that is not for you. That is not the energy that you need to be putting out there. Right now is the time to sit in some sort of meditation, build the blocks of the future for yourself. What makes you feel good? So if you're imagining a situation, does the situation feel good to you? If it does not, it is not for you. If a situation is making you feel relaxed and comfortable and feeling with that individual, this card of individual success, right? Then yes, that is the path to take, even if it upsets others, even if it's not the path that other people imagined for you. This isn't about them. This is about you. It's time to build your own blocks, all right? It talks about, for clarification, embrace oneness with the universe. 100%. That's exactly what they're asking you to do. Go in and start building those blocks with the universe. What energy we start putting out is the energy that we're going to be receiving. This is how we build the blocks for the future. Imagine what it is that makes you happy. Imagine what it is that makes you fulfilled at this moment. We also have Yona. Everything is in perfect balance. What amazing energy. And again, it's time to sit in an energy of realizing, I don't need to stress. I don't need to worry about this. Universe is going to take care of it. It's going to take care of it how it's supposed to be. But when we're in this place of, all of these cups coming through and trying to choose and trying to figure everything out, and, we're in a place where our minds are overwhelmed, it's not moving us forward, right? Everything is in perfect balance, and embrace oneness with the universe. Things are the way that they are supposed to be. Trust your instinct. Imagine what it is that you want for the future and start moving forward. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Become a loving mirror. So why are these lessons coming through? Because the universe is asking you, Spirit is asking you at this time, that they want you to start trusting yourself. And maybe you are a person that normally does trust themselves, but for this situation, it's gotten you so combobbled that you're all over the place and you're asking, for different help, or you're just not trusting things. Or maybe you're a person, that has always kind of done that, however that is. And universe is saying, what? Stop. Just stop. It's time to trust yourself. Imagine yourself as that loving mirror and project what you want into the future. Project what you want into the now. Okay, stay present within your mind, but you can project towards the future. What is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to build? All right, it's time to start building those blocks towards your dreams, towards your desires, towards what it is that you really want to have within your life. Stop, time to get out of that energy of just being all over the place and not knowing the next step and asking for advice, and maybe even watching people on social media, or watching, maybe it's that divine masculine, all right, or maybe another feminine, whatever it is. But it's time to be into your own energy at this moment. And that is really where all of those answers are going to come from. And here's the thing, is that when we take a step back, and we learn to detach, right? This is where miracles happen. When we detach, miracles come through. When we detach, we allow the energy of what is supposed to happen to be created. It's a very beautiful state of self, really. Okay, I was going to say state of mind, but it's not about the mind. It's really a state of self. It's becoming one with your soul, becoming one with yourself. And this is where those answers come from. All right. So let's get some healing energy. How do we heal this? What is it that we need? What is it that we need to release? What is it that we need to embrace? What is it, what messages in regards to healing and moving forward does the universe have for us at this moment? So it talks about, sexuality. Okay. Have faith. Unleash your creativity. Really interesting. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, again, this may very much have to do with, jobs or careers, especially with that unleash your creativity, maybe self-employment of some sort. Here's the thing, though. With sexuality, this does not need to be sexual, okay? This woman here, she's very strong within herself. She knows that people... she has a sense of desire about her, that people desire her, whether this is, for, I don't want to say jobs because that makes it sound really bad, but you know what I'm getting at, right? Like she knows that, she can be craved or desired, or, maybe she has lots of offers coming to her in some sense. It also feels like this is an energy to embrace your own sexuality, okay? Embrace your own strength. Sexuality is very strong, all right? It's a very strong energy. And when we're in a place of sending off a sense of strength, it doesn't need to be sexual. But when we're in that place, sorry, my phone decided that it was just going to go crazy. When we're in that place of embracing sexuality, embracing ourselves, again, that Nine of Pentacles coming through. This is about somebody who knows, hey, especially if this has to do with like a divine masculine or a divine counterpart in some way. Remember, this is the person who says, I don't need you. I'm taking care of myself. I am good in my own strength. I am good in my own energy. I am strong within who I am. I don't need you. But I want you, and I only want you if you're ready to match my energy. Okay? So this is what it's asking of you. Unleash that creativity. How do we become this person? Well, again, going into ourselves. We had, the high priestess. We had the sage coming through. How do we do this? By embracing that faith within ourselves. All right. I feel like for some of you that unleash that creativity may have to do, with jobs or careers or something like that. So if you're holding yourself back in some manner, I do feel that it's time to release it. It's time to stop holding back. Again, following that intuition, following your inner guidance. So let's get some clarification and see what is coming through. I do have to read the book on these cards because they are fairly new to me and I haven't learned all of them. All right, just give me 1 second. All right, first card coming through, number 19. The second one is 21, 24. And 16. All right, so let's take a look and see what messages they have for us. So number 19 talks about the covenant, psychic development, learning and study, your curiosity and psychic and spiritual manners are awakening. You have an urge to learn more. You may have already dabbled in occult matters. It's likely that people with similar skills will gather around you, but realize that you are a born teacher and your intuitive abilities will be more receptive than those around you. Use your skills and trust your psychic instincts as you are open to the energies of those around you. Studying occult material, reading cards, and taking interest in all forms of divination are important at this time. Finding groups where people have similar interests will help you to develop quicker. Know that you are a natural psychic, but be sure to use your gift wisely. Respect the craft and it will guide you as well. So really what I'm getting from this is, again, you remember how I felt like, maybe like you're getting a lot of tarot readings. Maybe you're going to other people. What I'm getting from this card is your intuitive abilities are very strong within yourself. You have, again, the sage, the high priestess coming through, right? Maybe for some of you, that Get Curious card was really about building blocks towards a new business. Maybe you're thinking, am I starting a spiritual business of some sort? This very much could be talking about that, because again, we did have that creativity, card coming through. So again, take all of this as it resonates with you. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Everybody's going to be in a separate situation. But what I do feel is that this has to do with your own inner abilities. All right. This has to do with you leveling up your own intuition in some way. And again, embracing what, with that sexuality, it's like, it's bold, it's brazen, it's hot, right? It's hot, and you want people to come to you. You want people, but you have to embrace this within yourself. It's not that you want them to come to you to be like, hitting on you or anything like that, but you want people, when somebody's in a strong sense of their own sexuality, their own intuition, all of that stuff, when they're strong, like this is a strong woman, she is strong within herself. And when you embrace that, you really start to open up a lot of doors. And this is what I'm feeling that Spirit is trying to come through at this moment. So let's take a look at number 24. And what does it talk about? Hang on. Number 24. Stability and action. The house in the distance represents, is that the right number? Yeah. The house in the distance represents stability, but you are looking for a new challenge, a sense of freedom, the need to spread your wings and allow them to take you wherever you need to be at this time. You are in a privileged position of having options open to you, but you must now take action rather than dreaming about what might be. It is easy to let life pass you by, but life is for living to the full, and situations can change for the better or worse in a heartbeat. Now is the time to embrace the moment. Know that you have the support behind you, and to change your path if you choose. It is only you stopping you from moving on. There's a feeling of being stuck in limbo. Change your vibration by acting soon. Literally, guys, look at this. What were the beginning cards that we had, right? We had that High Priestess. We had the Get Curious. We had the Seven of Cups. You have options open for you. It's time to get brave, time to move forward, have faith in the next step. Okay, it's not time to just sit there and be in this place of should I, shouldn't I, should I, will he, won't he, whatever it is, whatever that situation is, embrace. You have options, okay? If somebody isn't giving you the emotional fulfillment, remember, even that sexuality, right? That emotional fulfillment in some manner, maybe it's time to, move along. Maybe your intuition's been telling you that all along. Maybe it's also time to embrace some sort of creativity. I feel like for some of you, I just kept feeling this could have to do with career, and it could be a career in spirituality in some way. So instead of sitting there and wondering, should I, shouldn't I, should I, whatever it is, it's time to embrace it, time to move forward, time to release, right? You don't need to sit there in this place about, and wondering when I should take action. The time to take action is now. All right. Let's look at number 16. Under the Mask. Yeah, I love this. Confidence. Putting the past behind. Although experience of the past, through experiences of the past, your confidence is growing. You no longer feel the need to hide behind others. At last, you see and accept that you are a wonderful individual in your own right, and you are looking for new challenges, which will inspire you and drive you. There is no time to waste as you are ready for action. Tears of sadness are now long gone. Those difficult experiences were a huge learning opportunity, but you have learned difficult lessons and realized that they have made you who you are today. You may feel that you still have a way to go before you feel fully confident, but you are on the right path and getting there. Taking life one day at a time, and each day that passes, you will move a step closer to your goals. Get creative. It is time, guys. It's time to start moving forward. Time to trust. Listen, here's the thing. Even if you feel that for whatever reason, you're not really sure of that next step right now. That's okay. Time to sit there, and maybe time to just use your intuition instead of asking or instead of seeking outside help. I really truly feel that that answer is right inside of you, and all you have to do is just close off that mind and start to listen, because this is what it's saying. Have the confidence to move forward. Time to take off the mask, but don't be scared. Don't shy away. Use that intuition to that high priestess energy. It's interesting because we had the high priestess, we had the sage, we had the card of being psychic, right? So maybe this is a path. Maybe for some of you, this is really, really resonating in regards to, whatever it is that you are, whatever path it is on. So how do you heal that energy? You heal that energy by embracing who you are. Take off the mask. You don't need to hide under a rock. It's time to come out. It's time to show who you are. It's time to shine. That's what I keep getting. It's time to shine. So let's get some closing messages from the universe, from your spirit team, and let's see what is coming through. Closing messages. All right, well, yeah, we can't make this up, right? You guys are watching me pull these cards. You gotta love it, right? Intuition. What else do we have? Planetary cycles. Maybe some of you are into astrology. It even could be talking about that. And Archangel Chamuel, new beginnings. Yeah, new beginnings. I literally, this is amazing energy. New beginnings. It's time to move forward. It's time to embrace who you are. Time to, again, start maybe that new business, or maybe, if it has to do with the divine masculine in some way or a divine counterpart in some way, maybe it's time to just use your intuition. And if things aren't going exactly how you wish them to go, it's time to say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to rise myself up and I'm going to draw in a partner, or maybe, taking a step back and detaching will help the energy of the particular person that you want to come forward. But it's really talking about, this is a time for new beginnings, okay? By how? Using your intuition. And it's interesting because we actually just had here, for the date that you guys are watching this, we did have a full moon in Libra yesterday. But, maybe this has to do, again, maybe it has to do with astrology of some sort. Maybe there has to be, another message in some way, maybe moon cycles. May be playing a role in something for you at this particular moment, and Spirit is just validating that. But let's get some closing clarification. The star. Yeah, look at this. Planetary cycles. We got the star. So what I'm getting here is have hope, have faith, because the star really talks about having faith, having hope. Again, putting out the energy of what it is that you want to receive and allow the universe to create it. The universe to create it. It may again have, for some of you, have to do with planetary cycles in some way. But again, everybody's going to be different, right? So the tower coming through. Yeah, new beginnings. How do we have new beginnings? By shattering the old stuff. All right. Getting rid of our past habits, our past behaviors, by allowing ourselves. This is really divine intervention as well. When that tower comes through, it is very much divine intervention. So if you're going through a struggle at this time and you're wondering why, the universe is saying, we're creating this. You need this to happen in order to have this new beginning. A lot of times we get stuck in an energy of not moving forward, even though, we keep getting the signs, we keep getting stuck. Like we might see the signs, but we're like, oh, I don't know if that was a sign, or maybe I'm scared. I don't know if I can do this. And the universe sends us more signs and we're just like, oh, I don't know, blah, right? So when that tower comes through, you guys are seeing this for a reason, all right? And this is its divine intervention. So whatever current struggle it is, the divine brought it upon simply because of the fact that there needed to be a new beginning in some way, shape, or form to come through for you at this time. What else are we getting? The justice. Things are going to balance out, okay? By trusting your intuition. things are going to balance out. For some of you, this very much may even have to do with a legal matter. And it is, again, saying, you know, trust your intuition. Here's the interesting thing with justice, okay? Justice doesn't care about... A lot of times we'll do something out of maybe revenge, or because we're hurt, or because whatever it is. And we try to validate it in our mind, and we try to go, you know, it's okay that I do this because they did this to me first. So I'm just kind of doing a payback. Okay. Justice is very much that karmic card. All right. Justice doesn't care what your reasons are for doing something. So this might be a very specific message for some of you. If you're thinking about seeking a revenge, or maybe you're trying to decide ways of, you know, possibly interfering in somebody else's life path or life course in some way, even if somebody has hurt us or whatever it is, you know, justice is very much about karma. Okay. And so, and again, justice doesn't care. Justice just looks at the intention in behind, you know, in your heart. Why did you do this? Okay. Well, I'm trying to validate something. I'm trying to, you know, if you're saying to yourself, well, it's because they did this. Justice is like, we don't care. We don't care. That wasn't a thing to do. That wasn't a good thing to do. And you still have to seek karma. Whether your karma is good or bad, you will receive it, right? If you're doing good deeds, you're going to receive more karma. If you're doing bad deeds, you're going to receive that karma as well. Whatever it is, justice doesn't care. So I feel like that might be a particular message for some, but I'm also getting here is use your intuition. Okay. So if you're feeling like that move forward, you know, it's like follow your path. Here's the interesting thing too, is sometimes with justice, if we're not following our intuition, right, in regards to a particular situation, again, Tower might come through and move it for you in some way on its own. I really feel like right now is the time to, you know, release the thoughts from the brain, release that overactive, whatever is going on, that overwhelming sense of, you know, kerfuffle that's going on inside, and, you know, maybe stop seeking external advice or external whatever it is, and go inside. Okay, that is going to be where you find your answers. And those answers are going to be beautiful and lead to new beginnings. Lead to new beginnings. They're going to be beautiful and they lead to new beginnings. That's what I keep feeling. So I truly hope that this has helped. Remember, even if this particular, you know, reading for this crystal didn't resonate, make sure you watch, you know, or what you can do is pick another crystal, or you can watch the masculines as well, and just use, you know what, use your intuition, right? All right. Have an amazing day and take care. Many blessings. Okay, feminines, this is for those of you who chose the white crystal. We're going to be looking into, first to start off this reading, is the possible situation. What is going on at the current moment? What is the issue, the situation? What is the current energy? Why is it that you clicked on this video? Why is it that you chose this particular crystal? All right, so let's see what is being shown for you at this time. And remember, if you do want to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my information down below in the description box. All right, so let's get some information. What is the situation for feminine at this time? Patience. Beautiful energy. I love it. All right. Second one coming through, the Alchemist. All right. And the third one coming through is transmute. All right, guys, right away, this is exactly what I'm feeling right away. I feel like, so the Alchemist is very much like that magician card in traditional tarot. It's about manifestation, about creation. It's about, you know, setting your goals, your intentions, all right? And then allowing yourself to create it. How do you do this? By visualization, by possibly detaching. It's like, you know, asking for a gift from Santa, let's just say, and just knowing that you're going to receive it on Christmas morning. That's exactly what it's like. It's like, this is what I want. And, you create it and you deliver it to me. That's exactly how it's going to work. Having that childlike sense of wonderment, right? That childlike sense of just knowing that you're going to receive something in a positive way. That alchemist is completely about the law of attraction, about manifestation, but again, it's about detaching, transmute. I love this energy because this is like that death card again in traditional tarot. This is very much that card of transmuting your energy, transmuting yourself. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you may have wishes, you may have dreams, you may have manifestations that you've been trying to create. And what the universe is asking of you at this time is allow yourself to get into this place, transmute your energy into something positive, into something that is going to be productive. If we're sitting there in this place of, well, I'm trying to create something, but then you're thinking all these negative thoughts, it's going to be really hard. Like the universe just can't create. It's not going to happen. You have to be that alchemist and create and just have that sense of wonderment that it is coming through. But you also need the patience. All right. And when we talk about patience, it doesn't mean that you're going to be waiting a long time, but we have to remember that we're trying to put puzzle pieces together. The universe sometimes needs to put pieces together. So let's just say it's for a relationship. Maybe there's still things that perfect partner, that partner that you're seeking, maybe there's things on their end that they have to clear up, or maybe there's things that, they need to learn as well, but you've set out your intention. Okay, maybe this is about a career, maybe this is about some other area in your life, but what it's asking of you is to have that patience. Again, it doesn't need to be weeks or months or years or any of that crap. When we talk about patience, it's just that knowing that something is happening. It's not sitting there in a place of, is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Checking your watch, checking social media, checking whatever the heck it is that is, I'm being patient, but I'm checking social media. I'm being patient, but I'm going to worry about it. That's not it. That's not patience. Patience is just, you know what? I created it. I'm letting it sit, and I know it's coming. That's exactly what it is. And this is exactly what they're talking about. So let's get some clarification from Spirit and see what messages they have for us at this moment. So with the Ace of Pentacles, it may be having to do this is the Wheel of Fortune. I'm so sorry. With this deck, this is the Wheel of Fortune. So with this Wheel of Fortune, it's saying that, okay, the interesting thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it usually denotes something very positive coming your way. But again, it's going to have to do with your energy. So it's really saying your patience is going to pay off. Your patience is going to pay off. What you're seeking, what you're desiring, what you're wanting to happen is coming through. But look at this. We have this wheel. Right? We have the alchemist who is creating. How do they create? By being patient, by transmuting their energy, not in a place of worry. Is it happening? Oh my God, when's it happening? Blah, 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 blah. Right? Wheel. It's coming forth, but allow it to come. Allow it to reveal itself. Allow it to make its way into your presence, because if you're sitting there in this state of worry or panic, you're not in a place of that energy of allowing it to come forth. We also have that Nine of Wands energy. So this really talks about great strength. Okay, have that strength to transmute your energy. You know what? Changing our habits is hard, right? If we're always in a place of wondering and stressing and, whatever it is, or even in this place of, well, it's just not going to happen because it's never happened before, blah, 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 blah. They're asking you to be strong at this time. Don't let in external energy is really what I'm getting here too. A lot of times when we're trying to manifest, and I feel like this is a very important lesson, a lot of times when we're trying to manifest something, we'll seek other advice, or we'll seek, other opinions. And all you need is that one naysayer who's like, well, I don't really see him coming forth because blah, blah, blah. Or I don't see how you could do that job because yada, yada, yada. And what they're asking you to do is to put up a barrier of your own strength, your own mind, your own energy, your own versatility, your own authenticity, your own, manifestations, and allow them to come forth. If you need to, just maybe not discuss your situation with other people at this time, and this can be friends, family, co-workers, lovers, whatever it is, partners, right? If you have a dream and that you're trying to manifest, maybe it's time to just, block the energy of other negative opinions or other negative energy at this time. A lot of times manifestation, it comes from in ourself. It doesn't come from external sources, right? It comes within ourself, and then spirit brings in the external sources to help us create what it is that we're trying to create. So, yeah. A place of security, being in a place of, this is that 10 of Pentacles energy, where this is, feeling secure, it's feeling confident, setting yourself up for the future. This could talk about, whether it's material wealth or whether it's just a place of internal security and feeling safe and just knowing that things are going to happen. I feel like for some of you, this may possibly have to do with career or, some sort of career path, but that's not going to resonate with everyone. That's okay. Take the situation as it is for yourself at this time. It could have to do with romance. Maybe for some of you, you're seeking that security within a partner. You're wanting a partner that is going to feel secure, and this is the energy that you're putting out. But here's the catch-22, right? If you're seeking security, then why are you in a place of being insecure? So if you're in this place of, again, waiting and wondering and checking social media and what is he doing and how come he's doing this and how come he's not doing that and blah, 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 blah. That's not a place of security, right? So how do you reach security if you're not secure? You've got to be secure in yourself, knowing that your manifestation is coming forth. That's all it is. You've put the wish out there. The universe is creating it. It's putting all those little puzzle pieces together in order to create a picture. So you have to allow it to happen. Beautiful energy. And I feel like this is a validation for many of you that what you've been trying to manifest, not only is the universe giving you that advice as to how to create it, but it is also validating that it is really trying to make your dreams come true. So there may need to be some patience. And most importantly, transmute your energy. Transmute your energy into something positive with just that knowing that it is coming forth. Okay? So let's get into what we're going to look into is, why are these lessons coming through? What is the lesson of these struggles or these conflicts at this time? What is it that your higher self wants to know about why you're in this place of some sort of possible struggle at this moment? All right. Okay. And I feel like one more. All right. Poised. Beautiful energy. I love that card. By the book. And the Fates. All right, that is like a confirmation of what you've asked for will come through. So it's interesting. I feel like this by the book energy, this is very much like, I don't know, it's almost interesting because I feel like for some of you, it almost feels ancestral in this way. Like maybe what you're seeking or maybe what you're wanting. And again, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but I feel like what you're seeking or wanting, it might not be by the book. Okay. It might not be what your family or your friends are expecting of you, or, maybe you're not following a tradition in some way. It's sort of like, this is what I want to do. I'm feeling very called to it. I feel like this is the path I need to take. That's what I'm getting for some of you. We also have this poised card. So again, this poised card, this is about staying in a very it's that confident energy, confident within yourself, even if you're not going by the book. Okay, maybe you're being led to something because there is those fates behind it. And I feel like for lessons, it's saying here, be your individual self. This is the lesson. Maybe you've been restricting yourself in some way, even though you keep getting called towards a particular fate, okay, like a positive fate, like a career. Maybe, maybe I just as an example, maybe you have a whole family of doctors, but you're getting called to be a lawyer. Okay, maybe that's not by the book according to your family, but that's what you're getting called towards. Have that confidence within yourself. This is a lesson about standing up for what it is that you're believing in. And again, I feel like that Nine of Wands energy that really came through. Maybe this is a time where you have to let go of that energy. Like, don't listen to what everybody else is saying. You have to have that faith and trust within yourself. Even if this is about a relationship, maybe people around you are saying, look at, you know what, it's not going to work, it's not going to happen, yada, yada, blah, 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 whatever. Like, whatever it is that they, are their own prejudices towards something. And I feel like this, within your heart that this feels right. Okay, that there's a fate behind it. Like, this is something that you're being, drawn toward because you feel so strongly about it, right? And it feels, I just feel like stay within your confidence, stay within your inner strength, stay within your core self, knowing that you're being guided for a particular reason. We have Panacea. There is a solution for every problem. I love this card. It's very, very, there's always a solution. So if we're sitting there in this place of, I can't see it happening, blah, right? This is what they're saying. There is a solution. So what is that solution? By having the confidence, by having the patience, by, being that alchemist. That right there is the solution. We have Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Remember how we talked about this energy? Oh my God, I cannot make this up. I do feel like for some of you, that this might have to do with a naysayer of some sort. Might be a family. It could be an ancestral tie. It could be friends. It could be, it could even be within yourself. That's the naysayer, right? Always telling yourself, it's never going to work. There's always, negative energy, like negative thoughts, negative patterns within yourself, whatever it is. And I feel like what this is saying here is when you put your barrier up, when you no longer, it's interesting, especially women have the hardest time with this. And I'm just going to go off the path a little tiny bit. Women are the worst with this, right? Is, we'll have a goal, or, maybe there's a guy, or maybe there's a partner, a romantic partner of some sort. Maybe we have a goal towards a career. And we want to talk about it because, we want to open up. We want to express ourselves. We kind of want to get other people's opinions. But we always seem to have that one person in our life, maybe a couple people, but there's always at least that one person that's like, no, that's never going to happen. Oh, no, it's not going to happen. And you're like, I really care about you as a human, but, this is, everything I do or say, seems to be a negative, right? And maybe a lot of times we're so used to hearing it that we're not even really thinking about them as that negative person. And what I'm getting from this is once you put your barriers up, this might allow this person to reveal themselves, and you'll know who it is that you're no longer really revealing to, and it can really upset people. A lot of times, like if we're so used to exchanging energy with people, and sometimes getting into hen sessions or talking sessions or whatever it is, like we'll all get together and we all chat or whatever, but when you start that energy, a lot of times somebody will get really upset, right? Because they're like, well, you used to tell me everything. How come you're not revealing? But really their ultimate goal is not particularly to help you. It's to kind of set you back a little bit, right? So this is what this is talking about, is like you may already know the naysayer, or, the negative person, the enemy will reveal themselves. So whether it's, within an energy within yourself, or maybe it's somebody around you, I feel like, just staying within your own confidence, this person will reveal themselves. And then you can decide at that point, look at, this is maybe not an energy that I need around me anymore. It's time to release this energy, right? There's always a solution. Okay, paradisical. You belong to paradise. Oh my God, look at this. The fates, you belong to paradise. What you are seeking is beautiful. Okay, whether or not anybody else believes in your dream, this is beautiful to you. So why are you holding yourself back? And it's asking you that. Why are you holding yourself back from that? Let that enemy reveal yourself. There's always a solution. Stay poised, stay confident within yourself. That's what I keep getting. You belong to paradise. You are supposed to be in this beautiful, beautiful place. And it feels like, again, fate is driving you towards it. Whether this is a person, place, thing, job, career, however it relates to you, okay? It doesn't matter, because it's going to change for everybody. Everybody who's watching this is going to have a different sense of paradise. But this, I feel like you're watching this because the universe is telling you this is meant for you. This is meant for you. You've already known that it's meant for you. Somewhere within you, you know it's meant for you, simply because of the fact that you've already been drawn to it. You've already felt this energy. You've always wanted to be there, right? And what I'm really getting here is, again, you might have to weed out those naysayers. You might have to, release them in some way. Maybe there's a matter of patience that's coming through here. But ultimately, is by staying that confident self, you are going to start to see those things that you've been wanting to come towards you, that wheel of fortune coming into play, the fates, right? Something is fated for you, and it's beautiful. This is what I keep getting. And I feel like it's something within your dream, your mindset, right? Something within your mind that you've been wanting or desiring. So now we're going to take a look into, how do we heal? How do we heal in order to move forward to receive all of this beautiful energy? What is it that we need to heal? What do we need to embrace? What do we need to release? All right, I'm going to take a look into this. All right. Sexual arts, ooh, beautiful. Alchemy again, can't make that up, guys. And soulmate. All right, what did I say at the beginning of this? I did feel like so many of you were possibly seeking a soulmate, right? You were seeking a soulmate. This might have to do with a relationship. It doesn't need to be an external soulmate. So I'm just going to say, if some of you are in this place of like, well, I'm not interested in love, or I don't want love, or I'm already happily married, or whatever, this can also be within yourself, right? That soulmate can be within yourself. That can be, you can be happy within yourself. Maybe that's what it's asking. Maybe you're just seeking peace in some way. So just allow that energy to come through. But it's interesting, we have the sexual art. And, sexuality, sexual art, it doesn't particularly need to be, intimacy, like, on a physical sense of intimacy. This can be that intimacy of being authentic and genuine and being open and expressive within yourself. Again, having patience. I feel like, with that alchemy, it feels like to embrace who you are. All right. If you're holding back in some way, if you're not allowing yourself to release in some way, release an energy that is going to be like, this is like that Lover's card. It's like coming from the heart, right? It's choosing a path from the heart. And I feel that this is what it's telling you to do. This alchemy is, again, that magician energy. We just had that alchemy come through. I mean, you cannot make this up, guys. Like, this, they're asking you here, to create what it is that you want to create. Put the full, put your full love into it. That Lover's energy. Follow it with, all of your heart, all of your soul. Move forward. It might even be saying that. Follow it with your soul. Follow what you want with your soul. But I do feel that for some of you, this is talking about, you might be seeking that relationship, whether it's with a particular person, or whether it's that you're just hoping that love comes into your life in some form. And if you're asking, how do I do this? How do I go about this? How do I create this? Well, again, set those intentions and have the confidence that it can be created, that it is coming forward to you. All right. Again, stop listening to naysayers, whether that naysayer was within your mind, or whether this naysayer is, some sort of external energy. It's time to block that energy to move forward. All right. So that is the healing energy. They're asking you, they're telling you exactly how to heal. All right. Follow your soul. And again, it very much may have to do with a soul mate of some sort. You can create it. What you're wanting will come forth. The fates were already there, right? So these cards here that I'm going to clarify with, I don't know all of the meanings for them. I do know, some of them, but I might have to look up some of them because I don't know all of the cards. This is a fairly new deck to me. So this one here is really talking about, I love this, take off your mask. You can see the mask. Okay, somebody's hiding behind a mask. So what are they, again, asking you to do? Follow with your full heart. Okay, follow with your soul. This is what I get. Create with your soul, but you have to really go in, really take off the mask. What is it that you're hiding? What is it that you're not revealing to yourself? Are you not being fully, in the moment of receiving of what it is? Is there a blockage of some sort? That's what I get. Again, really allow yourself to embrace what you desire with everything that you have inside of you. All right? No more nonsense of self-doubt or self-talk, or negative talk and all of that stuff. It's time to move forward. So what does this talk about? Oh my God, I love this. Confidence, ability, and multitasking. The ability to look and feel confident when there's chaos all around you is quite an art. However, it shows how much you've grown in a person in the last few years. Challenges have made you stronger, and you can hold your head high and be proud of what you've achieved. You have an air of confidence about you. You can also see this. Others can also see this and are watching you blossom to the person you wish to be because you're taking off your mask. You are protected and connected to your higher self, your soul. A beautiful gift. Learn to use this wisely and watch life expand beautifully. There are messages all around you. Open your eyes to synchronicities. Spirits are talking to you and showing you the way. Beautiful. Again, follow your soul. Don't be held back by naysayers. Don't be held back by, not revealing what it is. Take off that mask. Allow your true self to be exposed, right? Even if you're not exposing it to others, expose your true self to you. And I do feel that it does have to do with others as well. But we have undying Ophelia, releasing despair and emotional retreat. Yeah. The feeling of despair and loneliness can be overwhelming. No matter how hard you try to release negative emotions, you just can't let it go. This card signifies that there are times when we have to take time out and reevaluate where we are. Emotions are high and there's a need to take yourself to a quiet place to process all that is going on around you. The water here does not flow and therefore represents a stagnant period, but there is plenty you can do to get the energy flowing again. Do not fret, as this is a time of great reflection for you. See this as a time to release all that is no longer required in your life, both physically and emotionally. If you feel that you can no longer see the light at the end of the tunnel, just stop and observe the beauty around you. Then, putting your own needs first, work to create what is that you need right now. So it's asking you again to really start releasing, the things that are holding you back. Release the blockages, release the sadness, release the woe is me. Maybe for some of you, releasing people. Okay, releasing people that are bringing you to a sense of despair, releasing people that aren't, being, giving you full enjoyment, full fulfillment, not supporting you, whatever it is, take all of that as it resonates. What I keep getting here is it's time again to follow your soul. Your soul is not in a state of despair. That is a human quality. That is not a soul quality, as much as we want to pretend that it is, right? Because it's easier sometimes to pretend that our soul is sad. No, your soul is not sad. Your soul is trying to be happy. Your soul is trying to follow a path that is leading you to your own desires of what it is that, those fates coming through, right? That's what your soul wants. But it is the human quality that we hold ourselves back, and we get trapped in our mind, or we get trapped in the words or the statements of others, and we don't allow ourselves to move forward, and we don't allow ourselves to release, and we sometimes don't allow ourselves to receive our dreams because we're scared of opening up and receiving those dreams, right? So let's get some messages from the universe. This is going to be from your guides, your angels, your spirit team, your higher self. What is it that they want you to know at this time? And this is going to, and then we're going to clarify and close up the reading with some tarot cards as well. All right. Messages coming through. First one is from Raphael, Earth Fourth. I love this. Ace of Pentacles type of energy. Communion by Archangel Raphael. Look at this. We have these two beautiful discs that are coming through, and I feel like it's commune with spirit. Commune with spirit. Know your Earth force. Know who you are. Be grounded within yourself. Again, remove those negative energies that we don't need to listen to, that we don't need, chatting away in our head, right? Commune with source. Look at this. And another one, we have liberation. Once we liberate ourselves from these negative energies that are coming in, these negative words, these negative thoughts, this is when we really start to blossom and move forth and receive what it is that, we're trying to create, that alchemist energy. I mean, alchemist does not show up twice by accident. It's asking you to be that magician. It's time to create and manifest your desires, right? How do you do that? By liberating yourself. I'm actually hearing the message now. Liberating yourself from sometimes the earthly, things that are going on, like that 3D realm, right? A lot of times we get so caught up in, the gossip and the bickering, or the, the self-doubt, or, whatever it is that we're seeing externally. Social media, right? Like that can be, our worst downfall right there. They're asking you to liberate yourself in order to receive your true life force. Ground yourself, commune with spirit right now. This is the time for communion with spirit. Have that, have those conversations, all right? Ground yourself. Know that you are one with spirit, all right? And that the two of you are a force towards creating your desires. All right, let's get some clarification and see what's coming through. Earth force. Yep. Queen of Swords. Stand up for yourself. This, this is interesting because this has come up now, like quite a few times within this reading. When that Queen of Swords comes up, she is honest. She can be brutally honest, but she does not put up with any gossip, any crap, anybody trying to put her down. She doesn't put up with any of that crap. She's like, I know me. you are not standing in my way, right? She knows herself, and if she needs to, she will use that sword to cut away anything that is no longer necessary for her. She can be very brutal in that sense, and maybe this is also something that they're talking about. It doesn't mean that you need to be brutal and, like, don't cut anybody with a sword, obviously, but a lot of times we'll let negative people into our lives because we have some sort of connection with them, right? They could be, family, they could be friends, they could be, whatever it is. And it doesn't mean that you need to be, a witch, but it can mean, it's very much meaning that stand up for yourself. And there are very diplomatic ways to do so. This Queen of Swords, she's very diplomatic. She doesn't get into a fight with anyone. She doesn't call them names. She's just like, I don't like that. This is who I am. Do not tell me different. I do not appreciate being talked to in this way. I have my boundaries. See ya. See you later, right? And that's what I'm getting. 10 of Wands. Yeah. It's interesting. That 10 of Wands, it can really talk about oppression, right? Or feeling burdened. And I feel like, what do we have here? Liberation. Liberation with the oppression. What are they asking you to do? Commune with spirit, ground yourself to release the oppression. Stand up for yourself to release the oppression of what is holding you back. It is time for liberation. And we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is a very stagnant energy, okay? In some ways, it can be good, all right? In some ways, it just basically means like I'm just staying within myself, to figure out the next step. But I don't feel that, like, what I'm getting here in this sense, okay, and again, take it as it resonates with you. What I am receiving here is this Two of Swords is really talking about this energy, okay? When we allow ourselves to, be oppressed, it puts us in a place of stagnation. And again, for some of you, you have releasing to do, whether it's a person, whether it's a mindset, maybe it's a behavior, a habit, whatever it is, okay? Emotional energy, something that we're hanging on to. Maybe it's time to take off the mask. Whatever it is, it's time to liberate yourself in order so that you are no longer stuck in this Two of Swords stagnant energy. The stagnant energy can be very like it's stuck in the mud. You can't move forward. You're not moving back. You're just staying there. You're not really creating. You're not being that alchemist because you're not allowing that energy to flow. And this is what they're asking you to release at this time. Find the way to do so. If you have to cut things off, whether these are things within yourself or externally, it's time to do so. And it's time to really talk to spirit, have that liberation in order for you to be in a place with that soul, whether it's a soulmate, and be that alchemist. All right, this is the time to do so. And this is the message that's coming through for you today. So I truly hope that this has helped. If for whatever reason this particular crystal reading did not resonate for you, by all means, choose another one. They're all down below in the description box. Choose another one. Maybe you'll need both of the messages. Maybe you need to hear both of the messages, or maybe perhaps you need to hear the messages from one of the crystals of the Divine Masculine as well, right? So just use your intuition, go with what you're drawn towards at this time. I hope this reading has helped you. Have an amazing day. Many blessings.